Good morning, guys. An exciting one today. So I'm headed to Romania with my friend Lauren. It's a different Lauren from the one that I went away to Poland with. And yeah, me and Lauren haven't been away in a long time. Well, I'll say a long time, but a year and a half. I think the last time we went away was London. And to be honest with you, I think Romania was one of those places where we never really thought about going. So very exciting, like very uncharted territory. Looking forward to all things Dracula. We're going to salt mines, and as you know, I enjoy a thermal bath. So she'll be doing that alongside various different tourist merriment. But anyways, I'm just going to head to Greg's and get myself a triple chocolate muffin because that is the one. Then I'm meeting Lauren at Halbeath Park and Ride, where we shall be getting the 747 onward to Edinburgh Airport. Join us on a very exciting trip. We'll be heading somewhere I've never ever thought about going before, and we'll just see how it pans out. So that's me at Halbeath Park and Ride. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying Camp Rock at the moment. All the throwbacks, let's be saying. So Camp Rock, Hannah Montana. I've actually started a rewatch, but it's mostly because of the fact that, as like everyone else, I'm anticipating the 20th anniversary. How did that come around so quickly? I'm just waiting for Lauren, and then we shall be off to Edinburgh Airport. Hello. Right, so these are both for Cal. Lovely. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm actually very excited. That is such a big thing. I'm
surprised that you never thought that you would be part of it.
I never ever thought that like I would be the maid of honor.
Okay, show the camera then.
So I'm going to be Lauren's man of honor.
Maid Marion of honor.
No. That is so nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm actually genuinely touched.
It would be an honour to have you as my man of honor.
That is genuinely so sweet. So for the background, me and Lauren have been friends now for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So no, that genuinely means a lot. So thank you very much for that.
Do you accept?
No, I don't.
No.
No.
I'm so touched. I'm so.
No.
Do you accept?
No. No, that's just genuinely very nice. So thank you very much for that. I'm not the husband type, but I'll touch Lauren for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you did not need to do. She got dollar. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. You didn't need to do that. Thank you. No,
we're going away for your birthday, so.
Well, fair, but.
And I feel bad that we're flying like the day of your birthday back.
Listen, last year was in Auschwitz on my birthday. We'll celebrate in Bucharest. I nearly said Budapest, but genuinely, that's so sweet.
Every time I say like I'm going to Bucharest, they're like Budapest.
Yeah. So.
I can't believe I'm getting married.
I know. To be fair, we've had a few false starts, but I think Connor seems very lovely. I fucking hate airport buses. Really fucking hate airport buses.
Oh, like from the gate to the...
Yes. And because Ryanair are cheap as fuck, there's a high chance you're going to get an airport bus. Like, there was one day where me and Lauren went to London for a day, like, in November, right? It was 4 airport buses in total.
It's because everyone tries to squeeze in, isn't it?
It's not that I've got phobia, I'm not phobic of them or anything, but I just can't be fucked with them. You know what I mean? Like, honestly.
At least you get buses. We have to walk back to the airport when we park over there.
I don't want to hear it. No. You actually have to walk back. No, honestly, it's the worst part again. But anyways. We just casually were I like kind of added that, like, you know, there. No, I never added her, but just having a chat back and forth. She's like, at least you don't have to walk. And I'm like, it's bad enough. But anyways, that's us here at the airport. Exciting times.
I didn't realise that she was a Ryanair.
No, I know. So that is us bought or purchased our Witherspoons, because where else are we going when we fly from Edinburgh or anywhere else in the UK? I'm waiting on my cheesy chips and also a garlic pizza bread, because that's clearly a vibe when they don't have chicken tikka masala.
I got a burger and a cocktail.
And a cock. Lovely cocktail.
Security. Okay. Very quick, I got felt up. My leg got felt up. And I got my boots taken off.
Boots with the fur. The furs. We're just having a little look about the shops. We've got a little while until check-in opens. It's at like, what, 2:05? I was just saying to Lauren that this feels like it's come on very quickly. Feels like we booked this 5 minutes ago and we're like, oh, let's go to Romania. Lovely. We're in the sky. Lovely clouds, we enjoy. I was thinking, what is a way that I can allow my lovely subscribers to get to know me? And one of the things I came up with was a lovely question and answer session. So I've opened the floor, I've allowed my friends to give me a couple questions in terms of something that to answer, for me to answer. But it could be shady, it could be personal, it could be anything. And I have committed to at least asking the question. I might not give the answer, but I'm going to read out the question. Lovely. And Lauren's going to help me with it, aren't you? I
am.
Lovely.
Question from Gemma first.
Okay.
So she says, so we know you hate a Karen in every sense of the word, but have you ever been a Karen before, and why?
So, Gemma, to answer your question, I've never been a Karen before, I'll have you know. And I don't know if you're maybe insinuating something, but I've never been a Karen. Now, one of the things she might be hinting at is that there was one time where I was at Asda. I was standing for about 10 minutes and I was trying to be quick before the end of the night, but this is about 15 minutes before they closed. So I was standing in the queue, right? And they're ignoring me. They're actually just ignoring me. They were serving other people around me, but just not serving me. And I may have lost my shit. But to be fair, it was during lockdown, and I wasn't a Karen. They were being very rude to me. Very rude and very nasty, as Gemma would say. So, yes, I think that's what she's inferring, but I was not a Karen. So, yes, that answers your question, I think.
So our second question is, we also know you'd love to never work if the world did not revolve around money, but what would your dream job be? There's no limitations, i.e. qualifications, etc.
I think ideally I would do something that comes naturally to me. So a model? Maybe being a model?
My mum said that you would make a good actor.
Well, do you know, I actually think that's a missed opportunity on my end. I was never confident enough. Maybe let's say an actor or a singer. I like singing, and yeah, it's an avenue that I feel like I should have went down, but I never did. So, yes. So
next we have Lisa's questions. She says she's going deep and personal with these. So number one is, what is most important to you in you and Lisa's friendship?
It's a lot of the time, me and Lisa can go kind of back and forth, and let's be honest, me and Lisa can go like cat and dogs. I do care about Lisa a lot. I know that Lisa always listens. Lisa, I know that if I ever need Lisa is there for me whenever I need her to help, to listen, and she knows that I'm also there to help her. And I think Lisa knows that we give honesty, and we're as honest as we can be. And I think because I give that to Lisa, I know that Lisa is happy to give that to me. So I think that Lisa normally gives me a balanced, if not honest, approach to anything that I might have a problem with. So
Question 2 from Lisa is, what is a life motto or a personal motto that you live by?
right, so I think I've actually mentioned this to Lisa and Gemma. I've not mentioned this to you yet, but I came across a video and it was talking about, I think it was billionaires. So don't get me wrong, I hate billionaires. I don't think billionaires should exist in 2026. You don't need to be a billionaire, right? But it was talking about the kind of inspirational side of it. And one of the things that they said, or one of the things that a lady said was, and she was meaning business, I think, but I think it's a good factor for life. If somebody tells you no, you're not speaking to the right person. So in terms of like, if it's a no from someone, you don't hear what you're looking for, what you're striving for, and that goes to any context, you're obviously not wasting your time. And I think that's a very good motto. I thought that was quite a good one.
So next is Lauren. So our first question is, why is your mouth so wet?
Right, so I'm just going to say that I might have had that little bit spoiled for me when I was screenshotting the images for Lauren, but I don't know, Lauren. You'll need to ask my parents. Why is my mouth so wet? I don't know, I can't tell you, and it's not that wet. So anyways, that settles that. Lauren always says to me, like, when I'm chewing, like, your mouth is really wet. Like, I could be chewing and going, like, not, I don't even eat with my mouth open, but she's like, your mouth is really wet.
So the second one from Lauren is, why do you keep in contact with people that have fucked you over, or you know have nothing good to say about anything in your life? You always see the best in people, I think. You think that they can change when maybe they can't.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think once I change how I see someone, I think that it kind of is hard to come back from. And also, I don't know, I think that I'm not perfect. Like, I think that is a thing. Like, and also it's not always as easy as saying, well, we'll cut this person off, or cut, like, it's sometimes more complex. Sometimes more complex than that. So yeah, but good question, Lauren. I need to be more selfish, but a mix of it being quite complex situations, wanting to see the best in people, accepting that I'm not perfect, but overall I'm going to say the situations normally are slightly more complex than what I would like them to be.
Do you ever secretly get pissed off at Lauren?
No. Like, I can't actually think of a time where me and Lauren ever really had an annoyance with each other. There's been times more recently where both me and Lauren have said that we've maybe dealt with things with each other that we've not dealt with before, but the positive is that we've been a lot more communicative about it, and we've kind of tried to talk through things. But that was like a 2-week thing, and we've moved past it. But through like 10 years of friendship of me and Lauren, the other Lauren, we've only argued once, which I feel like is an achievement. And I feel like the thing with Lauren, like, we would just be honest with each other. Like, if we're annoyed with each other, it's the same with us. Like, I think that now, me and this Lauren were annoyed, we would just be honest with each other, and I think that's the same for any of my friends now.
You won the lottery. Do you genuinely think you could give up work for the rest of your life?
Good question. The answer is yes. I like the people I work with. Sometimes I like the customers that I work with. A lot of the time I like the people customers I serve. But ideally I would volunteer. And I think the thing is, if I found a job in which I was doing something that really made a difference, which I know I do at the moment, but I mean without it coming into like profits and anything like sales based for me to even keep an eye on, like I would like that. The answer is, if I could volunteer and make a change without money being involved, I think I could. I think I would enjoy working, and I think that's something I maybe would look into.
Are you scared for your pals and relationships to settle down and have children? Or would you be fun uncle and adore them?
There's a genuine fear in the way that things are change. And I don't like that kind of change. I like being able to travel with my friends and do all that sort of stuff. But the idea that one of my best friends becomes a parent, including you, and that change is scary. Because then it's like, as a gay guy who is inevitably harder to date, and then I do feel like I'm going to be left behind in some way, because my life is going to look different to what yours might look like. But again, I don't know if I think that's irrational, because you also can't predict what's going to happen, how it's going to look, who's going to have kids, who's going to be married. But I do see myself being a supportive friend. Like, I think it's all about seasons, and there's different seasons of people's lives. So I do see myself being the fun uncle and that sort of thing, but it's intimidating. Does that make sense?
Excuse me. Take it. I feel like we're both at the age now where like people are getting married, having kids. They might have already had kids and married like quite early on, and then we've got people that are unemployed or living at home with their parents. But we're at that age where it's like mixed, so there's no kind of like milestones that we have to meet. Yeah. As long as we're happy in life and doing what we want, I feel.
Yeah. I am excited to see my friends progress. I never want to hold my friends back or that sort of thing, but there is a fear of being the last man standing and my life looking very different to theirs and almost like our paths separate. It's just intimidating to think about, because I'm not at that point yet where I feel like I'm ready to get married and have kids, and I'd never want kids, but do you know what I mean? So I fear that I'm just maybe not at the same point as where my friends are with it.
At what point in your childhood, early teens, did you figure out that you were gay?
So it's funny because I remember thinking, like, finding men attractive when I was younger and it not being a massive thing. Like, I didn't realise I was gay, but I would just find them attractive. And I look back now thinking, oh my god, I fancied him, do you know what I mean? But it was when I was about 12 and I was watching certain kinds of content. But then again, it was like a year into that in which I realised, because it was like I was doing it, but I wasn't thinking about what I was watching. Do you know what I mean? So I would say about 13. So
have you ever experienced any like abuse or discrimination against you being gay?
So I've not actually experienced any homophobia, thankfully, because it is now a growing problem in the world. But what I have experienced is during high school, I'll bleep out his name, but there was I remember him speaking to me. I was about 12 at the time, and I was very innocent. I think at the time I hadn't really thought about being gay or sex or anything. And he had said to me, "This isn't. I wouldn't count this as homophobia or hate crime or anything. It's the closest I've come to it, though." He was like, "Oh, you like up the bum, don't you?" And I was 12, and I had never thought about it, and I had never even...
He was also 12 at the time as well.
Yes, he was also 12, but I'd never thought about it. And that is an example where, they say that gay people try and force their life onto other people. But here I am as a young boy who's never thought about anything like that. And it's a straight person who's actually asking me about my sex life, and it's nothing to do with him, really. Do you know what I mean? But that's the closest, and I'm lucky in that sense. But it's never, not to say that it couldn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Thought it might be quite nice just to have like the people who are closest to me in terms of friends ask me some questions and kind of get to know me a bit more. I thought that might be quite a good little activity, and I feel like they were shady, but they didn't totally fuck me over, which is lovely. So yes, but thank you very much, Lauren.
Welcome.
And thank you, Lisa and Gemma and Lauren, for handing in your questions as well. I really appreciate that. I promise I didn't sneaky peek. The only thing that I saw was Lauren talking about my wet mouth. to be a fucking bus. As you can see, we've got the fucking airport buses. I fucking hate these fucking... What did I tell you, Lauren? What did I tell you? How do you feel to be in different country?
I excite. My ass is sore.
Eliza and Penny.
Da chamada, chamada, na cena.
Right, so we have made it to the apartment and I'm enjoying. I think getting up to this room is a miracle. Like, I actually don't know how we have done this, because it was such a it was an upheaval to get here. And hopefully I've inserted the phone footage of me trying to get up the staircase. I did almost all, didn't I, Lauren?
Yes.
Anyway. Anyways, this is our lovely bedroom area and this is our cup chair. Kitchen, and this is our bathroom with a washing machine, which in Eastern Europe that's very normal. I think we're going to go to McDonald's. I'll maybe show you a little bit of that, but otherwise I think that's us for the day. Isn't it, Lauren?
Wee.
Lovely.
Lauren came dressed for the occasion. We're watching Shrek.
But yes, that's us in bed. We had our McDonald's. We had to look through Netflix and we were like, what do we watch? Shrek. See, tomorrow we're going to the salt mines. We're having to get up quite early. Not early, but I think the bus is at 8:30. So anyways, I'll see you later. Say bye, Lauren. Bye. Bye. Good morning, guys. So it's technically day 1 in Bucharest, and we are just headed to the salt mines. Yesterday was kind of just a travel day. We actually ended up getting into Bucharest about 10 o'clock. So yes, we're just going, time difference of 2 hours, and we're just heading to our lovely salt mine tour. Which starts at 8:30, but it's only an 8-minute walk, I believe. So, lovely. But yes, we shall catch you when we are there.
Bang, 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 bang,
We're just looking for the correct opening to get to the other side of the road because it's a very busy road with no traffic lights.
Okay, let's go.
Looky who we have here. Miss Mirinda. We enjoy. Oh god, oh god. Miss Mirinda. I've just arrived at the mine. We're getting on a second bus, which I didn't think we'd be getting on, but it is what it is. And yeah, so we're just about to go on the mine. Apparently there's tennis in the mine.
In golf.
In golf, I don't know.
When you said that there might be a bounce, I guess.
There might be a bounce. I don't think I'm interested in that.
Grup de 7 nu am, pot să dau bilete. Nu știu.
I can't deal with the drama.
So that's us in the salt mine. What's it called? I feel bad calling it just the salt mine.
I think it is just called the salt mine.
There'll be a Romanian name. We're in the salt mine. As you can see, the floor is very salty.
Unirea. Unirea?
Unirea. Ghana? Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Actually crazy.
It's definitely like something out of Hunger Games though.
It's giving Hunger Games. I doubt the camera's doing this much justice, but this is actually crazy. Makes sense because, see, when we were driving down, the bus was just like continuously going down. Like it just kept going and going and going. Like just spiraling down. But yeah, the bus was just spiraling down. It kept going round circles and round bits but honestly, it's crazy that a bus drove us in here. It's actually crazy. Like fucking mental.
Hello.
This is crazy, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know how, like I was just saying, I don't really know.
Down there and watch that.
Yeah. I don't really know how to like
Describe it,
emphasize.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Let us be alive.
so me and Lauren were just talking about the fact that this is the lowest point we've ever done a shed. A shed. No, I don't know. It depends how far down the one in Poland was, because I definitely did a shed there. So.
Well, it's the lowest point for me then.
But yeah, so don't actually. That's Lauren, at least Lauren's lowest point of doing a shed. Doing a shed. This place is very cool. I don't think she really knows what she wants to be. Because we've got like this all very cool little gift shop in here. And table tennis. Like it just feels very random. I think we want to go to the cafe up there with the cross at the top. But I think we need to walk all the way around here and there's like a long walkway to it. The one in Poland had a guide and guided you around and showed you around this all, and this one is just kind of walk around and see what you see, and which I think I like, but they're not really telling you much about the history. They've got writing on walls, but I think me and Lauren are probably wanting some food, aren't we?
Yeah.
We go locate some food. Food.
Oh,
You
I
alright,
nearly
love?
fell.
Yeah, but we go get some food.
It's just a
And
random like.
love heart. We'll see how we
Valentine's.
get on. Apparently, it's like 100% oxygen in here. I'm not really sure why. Don't know if it's because it's artificially brought in. But yeah, oh, there the 4D cinema.
Oh.
It was very random to have all these things in a in a salt mine. Don't get me wrong, very cool. But are we agreed?
Yes.
We're just walking along looking at the salt mine and a lady comes up with a 9D cinema brochure and it's like, okay. Do you know what I could see the need for in here? Is like a concert.
Yeah.
Imagine a show in here. Imagine the acoustics in here. That'd be crazy. I can't help but think we need a museum, not a 9D cinema.
Yeah, but the 9D cinema might be about salt mine.
Lauren, it's about dinosaurs. Wait, let me. It's about the solar system, the birth of planet Earth, beyond the sun, volcanoes, and space. I have 4G, I don't know if you can see that down here, and we're so far underneath the ground. Don't really get how that is the case. However, I'm not complaining. Amazing. We enjoy.
I got us a whiff of something.
A whiff of something. It smells like peanuts.
Penis.
It's peanuts. It didn't smell like that in the one in Poland. The one in Poland was more like wee tunnels and stuff. Which when you came into this, it was a bit like that. This is like kind of mental. I was saying it's giving something out of the Hunger Games or something kind of dystopian like that. It's so weird. It's very cool. maybe one of the coolest things I've seen, but
And I don't feel it's too busy either.
no, but then again, it's like what we were saying, like, I don't think Romania's really hit as that, like,
Tourist.
touristy destination yet. So we're just following this little path, which takes us along to the cafe at the end there.
You're gonna burn at the stake.
Do you know what the sounds reminded me of? Have you ever heard the sounds on TikTok that are like, So it's reminded me of the Doctor Who episode in series 5 when Matt Smith meets the Weeping Angels for the first time. The episode's called The Time of Angels, and it's about the Weeping Angels being in the cave, but nobody knew, and they didn't look like Weeping Angels. And all the basically, they thought all the statues around them were these like monks with 2 heads or something, and they just slowly started turning into Weeping Angels.
Nice.
Scary. So yeah, it's giving that.
It's supposed to be about Australia, isn't it?
No, I know, but there's not that song, Come From a Land Down Under, but we're like literally
Oh, right,
underground. I don't know. Is this really the place for George Michael? This just feels very random. Like, why is George Michael here? Anyways. I think every new word is shit. So I'm in the shower, or trying to, and it was all cold. But I think Lauren was having a shit. It feels like it should be
Slidey.
icy, but it's salt, it's not ice. But Lauren was having a shit, so the water went cold. But anyways.
Rude.
Shit. It's actually salty.
Da chamada, chamada.
So we now just chilling. We out for some food. It's just an early dinner, isn't it? Just at Fredo. The vibes are quite nice. Just very chill vibes.
So Kyle got margarita pizza and
Mozzie dips.
Mozzie dips. And I got carbonara and breaded olives. What think so far?
Good.
Good.
Did you enjoy?
Yes, it was 10 out of 10.
The pizza was very, very good, very nice. So, the Mozzie dippers, they were okay. I could tell that they'd been frozen. So, yeah. They've all got food. Somebody's feeding them. Aww. If you know, you know. I think I know that logo. It might be called Fru, however. I know a Żabka when I see her.